This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
What's up, you guys? It's that time of the day when we have our business guest of the day roll into studio. Now, have you noticed over the last few years an interesting phenomena that is taking place? A lot of people from across the country are buying second homes in Goa, often luxurious villas. A lot of famous people, in fact. And I was telling my guest of the day off the mic just a few minutes ago that the number of movie folk who walked into my studio saying, "Oh, I just come in here to do these interviews or to film. I spend my time in luxurious Goa." But that has gone up dramatically over the last 5 to 8 years. A lot of famous people, including startup founders, CXO level professionals, and this trend has really gotten accelerated after the pandemic. So we said, today let's find out what's behind this trend. Why are so many people moving to Goa? How is it changing the landscape in Goa and affecting the overall real estate industry? So to discuss these things, I decided to call upon Darshini Thanawala. She's Vice President Business Transformation at The Chapter, the leading brand that builds luxury villas in Goa. But hey, they do things differently. Great to see you. How are you?
Good, Hrishi. How are you?
Excellent. I want to start off by getting a general idea of what the real estate market is in Goa. I mean, what are recent trends? What are your observations on what is the landscape that is obviously changing?
So Goa honestly has long been a destination for home buyers. Most people view Goa as a place for just shacks and beaches and of course partying. But there's just so much more to Goa than meets the eye. There is the flora, the fauna, the adventure sports. There are so many UNESCO World Heritage sites as well. And a part that Indians love the most, the food. You can call it the food capital of India maybe. There's just so many new age restaurants for all kinds of cuisines, all kinds of age groups, be it kids, be it adults, be it senior citizens, retired professionals, anybody, right? There's basically something for everybody and all kinds of, through the spectrum of, the entire lifestyle chain. While it has been an attractive destination for home buyers, the past few years has seen a significant increase in the number of people wanting to move to Goa. At the chapter, we've noticed a massive trend in people, not just from India, but internationally, be it a Singapore, be it a New York, be it Dubai, be it London. They're all looking to buy homes in Goa. And this has improved a lot more because of the connectivity with the new airport coming in. There are direct flights from all of these places or opening soon. So it's very easy for them to be in Goa. And look at it closer to home. Now, look at India, your urban destinations, your cities, which are your Mumbai, Delhi, Chandigarh. Look at Pune, Bangalore, and I can go on. There are direct flights. Earlier, there used to be flights maybe twice a week. Today, there are flights twice a day with the new airport. Plus, for example, the Bombay Goa driving commute is currently 12 hours. In a few months, it should probably be 6 hours. So this all in all has increased the entire, requirement in, buying the homes. And people recognize this. People have seen this trend. They've seen there's been an incredible increase in demand. However, on the real estate side, this means that there is much lesser availability of land for the increasing demand, especially the one with clear titles. And hence, finding a home has been a lot more harder. There has been a much higher price point which people have to pay at this point. But with overall, all in all, if I summarize, Goa has been one where, I can actually call it a truly global and the only global destination for India and the world.
That's very beautifully put, and I love the fact that you started off talking about how Goa is so much more than the beaches. A lesser known fact, and this should be known by all of us who are watching, listening, is that if you move towards the Karnataka side, there are lush forests, and you can actually come away either from vacation or from your second home, not even necessarily being at a beach, because you could enjoy the forest side of it or the hilly terrain side of it, which is the other side of Goa. And also I completely concur with your point on it not being that easy anymore, which is why the right curation comes in. Up ahead, Darshini Thanawala, Vice President Business Transformation at The Chapter, shall be back, and we shall talk about The Chapter and what it's offering customers. Stick with us on 94.3 Radio 1. I'm Hrishi K. My guest of the day is Darshini Thanawala, Vice President Business Transformation at The Chapter, the leading brand that builds luxury villas in Goa. But they do things very differently. More chat.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
So, in the midst of all this, now that we've established the landscape, the changing landscape, how does the chapter fit in, Darshini? What is the chapter offering consumers? Most importantly, there are so many realtors, consultants in the area. How important is it to be different from the rest, and how indeed is the chapter different from the rest?
So at the chapter, we essentially simplify the entire home buying experience. If you look at real estate or any realtors, there's just so many moving parts to buying a home. From identifying the land to ensuring it has clear titles, to buying and acquiring that land, to designing the home, to constructing, to interiors. At the chapter, we make this entire process simple. We are a one-stop solution for all of this. And a real estate purchase is not a one-time buy. Our USP is also the post-sales, the entire piece that we do, which is home management. So managing your property whilst it may be remote and you're not in close proximity to your home. The property management, the home management, ensuring it's maintained, it does not become a white elephant. So in various ways, this process is what we simplify and we give all our home buyers. This is not just making it simple, it's also a smooth process. We've integrated technology in a way to ensure that we actually value our buyers' time and we're not inconveniencing them in any manner through the entire process. For example, the interior design of a home, when you have to do, it's extremely tedious as a task. The various things that you need to design and think of, the entire color palette to furniture, all of that. With our experience of designing for so long, we understand the aesthetic sensibilities of our clients, their functional requirements. Hence, we've pre-created design templates and you can literally design your entire home at a click of a button. So this is something that we bring on from a process perspective, not just simplification of it, but also the smoothness of tech and how it's tech enabled.
Wow.
This is more at a process level. At a more fundamental conceptual level, at the chapter, the product we have in itself is very unique, which is something that you won't find with most other realtors. They are completely, entirely furnished, and it is not just from your furniture and the design, it's also completely done up in terms of interiors. You essentially need to bring in a suitcase and start living. So everything that is required to that point is what we deliver. And while of course you're at your home, you have the privacy. We build villas which have pools and gardens which are private to you, but we also build it within an entire gated community living concept, wherein you have things to do beyond just living in your house. So you don't have to necessarily go to a cafe or a restaurant or somewhere outdoors. We have amenities that we provide for, like the gym, a co-working space, maybe pickleball courts, areas to walk around, to take your pets out, or elderly people can go for a walk, or kids can cycle around. So all of these amenities put together in the gated concept plus finished products is what essentially chapter has to offer for all our home buyers.
I'm glad you brought up amenities, because there's so many friends who have bought in Goa and they have no concept of getting the swimming pool serviced.
Correct.
And that's such an important thing, because your pool could literally go to waste and go to seed over a few months that you're not there, especially people from the acting community. They'd get a OTT series where they have to go and shoot in Rajasthan, shoot in the north, in the deep recesses of the south of India for 3 months, 4 months. And when they come back, the pool is in total disarray. Mm-hmm. So these are things that your management takes care of at the facilities. And obviously, security is such a massive thing, isn't it? Everywhere.
Absolutely.
And for a home buyer to know that their second home is accounted for, is safe, is secure and kept clean is of paramount importance. So wonderful. Still to come, who are these people who are moving to Goa in large numbers? Let's understand the demographic. What kind of people buy homes in the chapter? Darshini Thanawala, Vice President Business Transformation at the chapter, answers that for us on 94.3 Radio 1. My name's Hrishi K. Darshini Thanawala, Vice President of Business Transformation at the chapter, the leading brand that builds luxury villas in Goa, is paying me a visit, and time to talk about their clientele.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
I want to now understand the demographics. Who are these people, Darshini, who are moving to Goa? They're obviously moving in large numbers. And what kind of people are buying homes from the chapter? Because anybody who wants to now buy from you would want to understand your clientele.
So we have people buying across all lifestyle spectrums on all age groups. It's also the Gen Zs and the millennials going up to, experienced professionals or businessmen. At the chapter, we have a lot of HNIs and ultra HNIs who are essentially looking to escape the pollution. Today, look at, what our urban cities have to offer us. There's just so much, noise pollution. The air quality is so poor. There's so much traffic. Anyone looking to escape this, especially the ultra HNIs and HNIs, and the overcrowded nature of these cities, is buying a home with us. And this includes the NRIs who are not living in India at this point, but in the Middle East or a Singapore or a London. A lot of them are also looking to have their homes for the future in Goa, plus of course using it as a second home. In addition, because of the entire array of services that the chapter offers with the home management, it also, from a future perspective, does not become a white elephant, because it yields a certain sort of rental income, because we have a hospitality arm, Lohono.com, which offers the entire rental piece and the rental services, which essentially yields you anywhere between a 6 to 10% rental yield, which is very rare to find in any other metro cities. So that as an investment opportunity also is something that people look for, and anyone looking for that as an investment also buy with us.
Yeah, I've always been intrigued by immigrants when they move into a particular state. What is it that they really want? And looks like you have tapped into a whole customer base who want to come and be part of Goan culture, as opposed to just bringing their culture and imposing that on the local communities, because that's the trick of the right living, isn't it? To really imbibe and absorb what the local community can give you, and you yourself start becoming a part of that community. And you must be seeing your clients resonate with that particular idea. And also, a lot of the areas that you pick must resonate with that, because Goa itself is so vast. The small little villages, the cultivation, the communities. Would you agree with me?
Absolutely agree with you, and which is why we specifically pick locations which, while it's very diverse and it's very dynamic as well. So it has the local Goan culture. We build in smaller villages wherein they feel the real Goan culture. There's so much history to and Goa is actually extremely rich in culture as well. The people in itself become a part of the culture and their beliefs and the way they actually live their lifestyle. So that is something that we absorb into not just where we construct and where we actually build these communities, but in also the way we do it. So that definitely something which attracts a lot of our clients and who want to also be a part of the same sort of culture.
We urge you to go to thechapter.com. The chapter, that's one word, .com for more information, and you'll find out more stuff about the chapter. Up ahead, a last leg of conversation with Darshini Thanawala, Vice President Business Transformation of the chapter, this time on what the future holds for the chapter, as well as Goa's property realty market. I'm Hrishi K. It's been an eventful hour talking about homes and second homes and luxury living in Goa with Darshini Thanawala, Vice President Business Transformation of the chapter, the leading brand that builds luxury villas in Goa. A last leg of this interview now.
94.3
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
So, what does the future hold? Not just for the chapter, what does it hold for Goa? What does it hold for the real estate market there? How do you see the place as well as the brand evolving, Darshini?
So Goa has, like I mentioned, long been a great destination, especially for people who, across all segments, who want to either work remotely with the entire remote working culture, so spend some days or, a few months in Goa, plus for a lot of the experienced professionals or businessmen who can, when the conditions in the urban cities or the metros are harsh, move for a few months to Goa has been something that's been around for a while. It's only increasing because people have experienced that a lot more in the recent past. So the future is extremely promising, and what is added on is since it's become a year-round destination even for tourists, the rental yields have become much better. So financially, it does not become a white elephant owning a home, which is the case otherwise. It also materializes financially with the rental yield, the entire capital appreciation. Land is a scarce commodity. That is something that's not always and easily available. The prices are only increasing, the capital appreciation is only going to be higher. So the entire financial aspect of having or buying something in Goa is extremely promising as well, and hence also impacting resale values for all our homes, right? So that definitely something that we're very, very bullish on, and so is everybody who's buying there.
You know, Goa and music is so beautifully synonymous. Every time I've gone to Goa, it's not just the local Konkani music, international pop rock, and the EDM music that plays in the restaurants and the nightclubs as well as the festivals, but also this beautiful strain of Portuguese music, because the Portuguese ruled Goa for such a long time, and that culture is such an important part of Goa culture. It's no secret that during the World Cup, the Goans support Portugal as a team. But it's wonderful, and obviously, going by everything that you've gone through in your life, you must be so passionate about music. Can I ask you what kind of music you listen to, and if there's a memorable concert that you went to recently, or something that you're looking forward to also in the near future?
So typically it depends on my mood and what I listen to. These days it's more the entire techno piece. It's been on my playlist for some time now. However, the last concert I did attend was the Backstreet Boys. It's in the memory, it's nostalgia, it's something I couldn't miss. It was incredible, the vibe, the environment. And in the future, I am looking forward to Coldplay is performing in Singapore in a couple of months. I'm looking forward to being there as well.
Yeah, when those wrist straps light up, it's like an ethereal sight, isn't it? At a Coldplay concert, it's just lovely.
Impeccable.
And well, yeah, and you just talked about the Backstreet Boys. There is such amazing nostalgia in everybody in the audience knowing the song and singing it out and screaming it out together. And that's what a Backstreet Boys concert can do to you.
Absolutely.
That's Darshini Thanawala, Vice President Business Transformation of The Chapter. For those of you who tuned in late, The Chapter builds beautiful homes that blend refined aesthetics with their clients' tastes and lifestyle. They're a technology-driven, passionate, new-age brand backed by the most prominent names in the world of luxury real estate. In addition to handling the entire process of a home ownership, from land acquisition, ensuring clear titles, design and development, interiors and property management, even after the homes are handed over to their owners. Thanks very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and see you soon.
Thank you, Hrishi.
My name is Hrishi K. You keep it tuned to 94.3 Radio 1.